Hello and welcome back to the Taylor Seminars, where we talk about how Taylor Swift turns life into poetry. My name is Hannah. I'm here with my friend Exquisite, who is a co-host of our wonderful podcast. Hello.
Hello, hello.
We have come to the end of the Evermore album with the final track. It's time to go,
Ugh,
and it's
wow.
it's time to go and end this era. This is crazy. We did it.
We never thought we'd get here because Taylor has been trying to derail, distract,
She
disrupt.
Yeah, as in she Evermore, has been through it. She's been through the ringer, but she has
Taylor released a
made it.
whole nother album to try and stop us.
She really did. And then we
And
also,
low key, she's moving right now. So
yeah,
we're trying to run.
yeah. Just whenever you're listening to this, please know that we have just found out that she has released the. There's. It looks like there is some kind of billboard situation happening. So in any case, this is the second of two deluxe tracks, bonus tracks. The first was Right Where You Left Me, which we talked about in our last episode. And this one we wanted to talk about It's Time to Go. And this one is also produced by Aaron Dessner, our good friend Aaron. And they co-wrote it, right? Yes,
Hmm.
co-written by Aaron and Taylor. Let me share what Aaron shared on Twitter in January 2021. The moment. Oh no, we'll talk about this later. I'm getting ahead of myself. Exquisite. What do you think about this
Yes.
song?
I personally, and this is going to give me a lot of booze and a lot of things thrown at me. I enjoy It's Time to Go quite a bit more than I enjoy Right Where You Left Me. Um, and the reason is because the verses, the verses,
Okay, you know what? The verses are elite, and so
and
I
I love Right Where You Left Me. And I think part of it is I also love an underdog, and It's Time to Go doesn't get enough attention and not near enough edits to the verses
I
that
will
I think
also say her
could
vocal
exist.
performance in this song is incredible. Like
Hmm.
her pained voice, vulnerable voice, this kind of like, but also has this resolve in it. Especially in the chorus. But okay, you know what? Let's get into it because I fully support you in your love of the verses. We will get to the post chorus after
It's
eventually.
not even the post chorus that you have an issue with. I can tell you, you guys, it's towards the end that she gets annoyed, and also literally a line. She's whatever.
All right, let me start.
It's also stems from Evermore hatred that
Oh
she
my
has going
gosh! Oh
on.
my gosh! When the dinner is cold and the chatter gets oh, did I do this wrong? When the dinner is cold and the chatter gets old, you ask for the tab. Or that moment again, he's insisting that friends look at each other like that. When the words of a sister come back in whispers that prove she was not, in fact, what she seemed, not a twin from your dreams, she's a crook who was caught.
Ugh. Okay.
Wait, let me
Let's
let me let me
just
keep doing that. Let me do the chorus. That old
yeah.
familiar body ache, the snaps from the same little breaks in your soul. You know when it's time to go.
Ugh. First of all, there's a lot of tea immediately, like literal tea, but it's literally like she opens it up with like, "Hey, when things are cold and you're bored and your dinner's cold, are you eating it all?" Then you're like, "Can I get the waiter?" Um,
Yeah.
like this is she's like, "Okay, so you instinctively these are things like social cues you have built in you,
Mm-hmm.
that it's time to go." And that's the first one. But then the second one is a little harder, and she goes, "Or that moment again." So it's happened before, and that's how she knows instinctively it's time to go when your partner says that friends look at each other like that,
Yeah.
as in with intense emotions and feelings.
Yeah.
And she asks him about it. He's like, "Oh, we're just friends. We look at
Yeah.
each other
And she's
like
like,
that."
I
And so
don't know
she's
if
like,
that's a platonic look, like,
like, mm-mm,
mm-mm.
mm-mm. So instinctively, something in her chest, in her heart, is like, "Okay, girl, start packing those bags." And then she gives us a third situation where she's like, "When the words of a sister come back in whispers," as in someone is telling her with this person who she was so close to that she thought that was her twin, her blood, and she's talking about her.
Yeah. Gossiping, spreading rumors, spilling secrets. she's not a twin, which is a crazy thing to say, right? Like we're like flesh and bone. We're of this cut from the same cloth.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a crook who was caught. You are a crook.
Like, and that's when, and it's like, again, all of it is she's like, okay, I know something's going on and I got to get out of here. And that's where we get that chorus, the old familiar body ache, as in she's been hurt before and her body is preparing for it. And it's the same little breaks. She breaks over and over again. May your heart remain breakable, but never by the same hand twice. As in, you break it the first time, I'm leaving.
I'm out.
Because I know when it's time to go.
She's a bolter.
I know. Mm-hmm. And it's very funny because the U in this case stands for the I.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the narrator is talking to herself.
Right.
Like promoting herself up. That's like, look, you left when this happened. You leave when this happens. You leave when this happens. So something is happening again, and you know.
Yeah.
Go.
And the fact that it's an old familiar body ache is so sad. Like she's been.
That's my favorite line in the song.
Left. Oh, mine is the snaps from the same little breaks in your soul. And because it literally feels like you feel the bones groaning in that first line, right? That old familiar body ache and the snaps in the same little breaks, like the snaps, breaks, like the words feel, they're like onomatopoeias. They feel like the pain. And yeah, we have a little bit of the bolter at the end. This is a killer opener.
Literally into the bolter. This is why she's a bolter, because she's skittish because she knows these feelings.
Yeah, and she's been hurt before.
She's been hurt before. And it's also like, we've discussed how like things like the prophecy and other things in torture post department are what happened when a bolter stays too long and ignores the innate sense she gets that it's time to ditch. And here she's describing what that innate feeling is. And we get into verse 2, which low key, I love verse 2. The verses on this, anyway, 20 years at your job, then the son of the boss gets the spot that was yours. Or trying to stay for the kids when keeping it how it is will only break their hearts worse. That old familiar body ache, the snaps from the same little breaks in your soul, you know when it's time to go.
Yep. It's... verse 2 is very interesting because of that zoom out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, but it's like, it's still specific, but it can also be very personal at the same time, right? Like you work really hard and then someone takes it away from you, right? You're trying to stick together because it'll just be so complicated to break up. But
it's hurting your children.
Yeah. Yeah. Hurting everybody in your life. Like, get out. Yeah. Bolting isn't easy for everyone.
Really is. But it is like, you've been at this job for so long, but then nepotism, someone gets the promotion you should have. That means leave.
Yeah.
Leave. And then we get, I hope you know I set you up for this, by the way. Go ahead and read that post-chorus.
Sometimes giving up is the strong thing. Sometimes to run is the brave thing. Sometimes walking out is the one thing that will find you the right thing. Sometimes giving up is the strong thing. You're laughing so hard right now. Sometimes to run is the brave thing. Sometimes walking out is the one thing that will find you the right thing.
Okay, Hannah, you can go ahead and complain about this, and then I'm going to give my defense of it, but I understand why you dislike it.
In Right Where You Left Me, the track before this, we talked about how masterful it was, that she could do you left me no, oh, you left me no choice. Like that to me is like a use of repetition that is very intentional and adds to the story and builds. Also, there are times when you can just rhyme things with things other than thing. I did that very purposefully. It is not like she's rhyming purple or orange. It is the word thing. It is an ing word. Taylor Swift, I know what Exquisite's going to say, but I still think you could have found a way to rhyme thing with something else.
Okay. It's time for my defense of this. And mind you, I completely understand why Hannah doesn't like it. I think but the reason I like it so much, I like it, or well, the reason I think it works specifically is we have, again, when you repeat things, you have emphasis, but the way thing sounds is very much a thunk. It's like a funky word. Um, and she's like, hey, giving up, strong, running, brave, walking out, that's how you get the right thing. Like you got to do these things. And it's like and again, it's a repetition of her telling herself, leave, 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 leave,
Yeah.
leave. So I understand why she made the
Yeah.
choice
It's
of
like a
thing, thing, thing,
mantra.
thing, thing.
Yeah.
She's repeating and repeating and repeating. She repeats this sometimes as well. Um, so it starts sometimes thing, sometimes thing, because she's literally like, girl, I know sometimes you can stay, but listen, sometimes you got to go.
And
You
this is
just
one of
got to
those
go.
times. Yeah.
And
I
this is one of those times. I understand why it can get annoying. I get it. I get it.
it's not the
I get it.
worst thing, you know,
But
and
you have to
her
imagine
vocal performance
repeating
is
yourself is annoying.
yes, and her vocal
Constantly
performance
getting
is
hurt.
great.
I get
Yeah.
it.
I think everyone can agree with both of us.
And again, because I'm not disagreeing with Hannah, but but I understand why. However,
However,
I
this is
like
your
the
Shayla.
ing. I like the ing, and also if somebody's got to stick up for it's time to go. God knows everybody else forgets she exists.
I
Like
no, okay, no, but these verses are sick. You may now read verse 3. Like,
yes, 15 years, 15 million tears, begging till my knees bled.
oof.
I gave it my all. He gave me nothing at all, then wondered why I left. Now he sits on his throne in his palace of bones, praying to his greed. He's got my past frozen behind glass. But he's got my past frozen behind glass, but I've got me. And I think the most important thing that happens here is she switches out of the you and into the I because she's pissed off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's like, this is what this song is about. Everything else I can talk big. Let me be very specific here. I worked 15 years, blood, sweat, and tears.
Okay. But do you see how she did repetition here? And it was a little different.
Whatever.
15 years, 15 million tears.
This is a different
I know.
repetition. Okay, listen.
I'm just messing with you. But
Whatever.
but no,
Listen.
I think this verse
15 years.
is crazy. Yeah, the getting into the specificity of it all is crazy. Like we know she was being a little specific at the first, especially the first verse. There are some key details, but this one is like, look, I'm gonna spell this out, make it clear. I have this
And I'm
theory.
not even gonna.
I have this theory
Okay.
that in every single album since Lover, she has put in a dig at both SBs, Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta, so that they can never praise her albums again. Like, she will be petty till the end of time because she's like, I don't want them to ever post me on their Instagram story pretending like everything's fine. Like, no, like,
And I'm also with her. She can
yeah,
bring. There are certain things that Taylor can bring up till the end of time,
yeah.
and I'm like, yeah,
This is one
never
of
let it
them.
go.
And so, yeah, I gave it my all. Like, literally, everything, all my masters, and not just them, my photos, my music videos, the album covers, all of that. I gave it all, and you gave me no loyalty, no nothing. You said I was
No
like your daughter,
loyalty.
nothing,
Never trusted
and
her.
then you're like,
Like she had
why
to
did she
fight for her
leave?
life.
What?
And it's also the begging till my knees bled part. She's
Yeah.
like, beyond all the work I put in for you, right? 15 years work and life and crying over all types of things. Begging till my knees bled, please, please, please.
And she's begging. She's begging on her knees in front of a palace of bones, a throne in a palace of bones. Like like it's something out of like some kind of fantasy novel, right?
Yep.
Like the protagonist comes in.
Yeah, exactly. He gave me nothing at all. So of course I left for someone better. He then wondered why I left. Like he was shocked and betrayed that she did not continue to stay with him.
Crazy.
Like I did something wrong.
Yeah. And now he's like Denethor in Lord of the Rings, right? Just like so consumed with hatred, or even the other king, the one that had worm tongue, like whispering in his ear. God. Anyway, right? Like they're stuck and not stuck. They're like so consumed with hatred, greed, whatever.
Praying to his greed.
And he's even got her past frozen behind glass, right? Like,
yeah. But then she does that thing that I love when Taylor does. He's got my past, and it's very important. It's my past because it still belongs to her. It's hers. She did all that work. and it's frozen behind glass, but I've got me.
Yeah.
Taylor has said this thing where she's like, he bet on all that stuff, but I've always bet on myself.
I love that so
And she
much.
proved it right. Happy Swifty Independence Day. Happy Swifty Independence Day, which was May 30th. So it was last week, but
Wait, May 30th? From when we're releasing this. Yes. So,
yes.
if you didn't know, May 30th is when she rebought all her, or she announced that that purchased all her masters back. Yeah, she won.
That bet she took on herself
That's
paid off.
crazy.
Not only did it pay off in such an extreme way, but could you imagine she hadn't done her re-recordings and the Era store was still as big as it is? Her back catalog would have been worth so much. However, there's no Eras tour without the re-recordings. It's a thing. We can't actually get into it. But imagine if she hadn't taken that risk to re-record.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, and by knowing like, because I've got me, I can leave. Because he's nothing without me. I built all this stuff.
Yep.
Actually, I can build it again.
And she
I
did,
can do it again.
and did.
Did until she didn't have to.
Yeah.
Anyway, you want to read the outro? Because we get a chorus. It's an old familiar body ache again of like being hurt and stabbed in the industry by someone like he was a father to her. And then I'm not going to force Hannah to read the
this chorus is a little different. I think this time she sings "I know when it's time to go," which is really cool. But then but then the post chorus, which is really cool. The post chorus is still the same thing, and then the outro. If I can zoom down, okay, here we go. That will find you the right thing, and you know in your soul, when it's time to go. And well, you know when it's time to go. And here's the best part. So then you go, and then you go. You just go.
Just go. She's like, look, you knew. She's like, it's time, and it's gonna hurt to leave.
Yeah.
Because all of the situations she described, except that very first one, are very uncomfortable, and it hurts. All of this hurts. It's all type like betrayals of. I think every single one of these is a betrayal, except that very first one.
Yeah, because the first one
cheating with the friend.
Yeah. The first one could be
a twin.
Yeah, the first one could be just a little bit of like, I thought we were going to hang out longer, but no big deal. Like, or this didn't work out. It's fine.
The crook.
But then all of the rest.
The boss cheating you out of a promotion. The parents betraying their kids by just not giving it up.
Yeah.
And then the only person that she does not portray herself in the song, because if she stayed, it would have been a betrayal.
Yeah, I love this song because and I love that you connected it to Swiftie Independence Day. This was literally what was happening in her head when she decided to leave her Eld record label. Like, this was literally what it was. She was like, I have to let it go. It also reminds me of that scene in the I Can See You music video where she turns around and sees all the things she left behind in the vault, but she had to leave. Like, she had to get out. Like, it pained her, and she didn't know if she was going to be able to ever come back, but it was important to leave.
And what really gets me is that, again, she, in her letter for getting her master's back, she says, I never knew that this would happen.
Yeah.
Like, she had no expectations of it ever happening.
Yep.
And it did.
To kind of close us out a little bit, this is what I want to share that Aaron Dessner said about the song. Quote, the moment that the slide guitar and the drums hit when Taylor sings, that will find you the right thing, and the whole arc of the song after, to me, feels like such a beautiful, cathartic ending to Folklore and Evermore. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. And then it's like, anyway, it's time to go. And it's time to leave Evermore behind. We're going to go into Folklore. But also, speaking of it's time to go, we're going to take a brief as we possibly can, hiatus, just because there's a lot of stuff going on. We wanted to finish out Evermore for you guys.
Yes.
If something Taste Story happens, which we will, you guys, if you're listening to this, we will.
It may have happened. But
we'll try and figure something out. But we'll take a little bit of a break before Folklore.
But if it already happened, then ignore this part. But also, we do know that July, August is Folklore season, so we will try to be back sometime, either late July, early August, if not before.
Yeah. If
So
not before, we will see. We will let you all. We'll let you know because you will see it.
yes.
But if you don't hear from us for like 3 weeks, we're on a little
Yeah, don't
hiatus.
freak out. Don't freak out.
Mhm.
Any emojis to end the Evermore era?
A wave goodbye.
Oh yeah,
Bye
little hand
bye.
wave. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for all of you who've tuned in to the Taylor seminars. We are still perplexed as to how hundreds of you are listening to our
I
episodes.
know.
And so we are
That's
so
crazy.
grateful. And we can't wait to be refreshed and enter the folklorian woods again with you very soon. Bye.
Bye.